Hey, good morning.
Hey,
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. It is another beautiful Sunday. Not like last week when we had those crazy storms rolling in. Should be a beautiful Sunday today, so we shouldn't have any technical difficulties like we had last week. That was so crazy. We are so glad to be with you guys today. I hope that you're having a wonderful morning. Maybe you are still in your pajamas and you're just chilling at home with your family, eating some Pop-Tarts or cereal or whatever you have for
Snacking on
breakfast.
some breakfast.
What'd you have for breakfast this morning, James?
Actually, I only had a blueberry, like a English muffin.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, it really was good. I love eating blueberry.
What'd you have, Nikki?
I
Something
survived
nutritious.
on coffee first and foremost. But then I had some yogurt with fruit.
That's very nutritious.
Very healthy.
I had
It's really
brown
good.
sugar cinnamon Pop-Tarts
Yes.
and Diet Coke because that's how I roll, everybody. I am all about the breakfast on the go. Hey, we have some people who have joined us already on Facebook and on
we
YouTube.
sure do.
So let's say some good mornings to our friends.
Yeah, we have Miss Penny Matthews on here. So good morning. We have Judah, Lorelai, and Avery on.
Twins.
Good morning to Jordan, and Josh is here. Miss Jody is saying hi to everybody.
Hi, Miss
We
Jody.
love that. It looks like Grayson and Scarlett are here, and Jackie Roberts' family. The Roberts family is
Hi,
here.
Gideon.
The DeWitts and the Chambers family, and the Betancourts are here. So
Very
that's
cool.
awesome.
So I want to just say this really quickly
Yeah.
before we move on. I know that this week I was supposed to send a special video to Mackenzie Chambers because she turned 8 years old this week, and I failed to send you a happy birthday greeting. So consider this
At my house,
your happy birthday greeting.
We don't do happy birthday songs because we just like to get to the cake. So we, on the count of 3 at my house, just all yell happy birthday. I think we could do that.
Okay, this is for Mackenzie.
Yeah,
Ready?
so ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday!
Hope that you had a great birthday, Mackenzie. Sorry that I missed it, but hopefully you had a great day. Who else we got?
It looks like where did
Emma
it go?
and
It's
Lily?
going so fast. Yes, Emma and Lily are here. Maggie Schott is on this morning with her kiddos, and Miss Juliana Haldy with the Haldy kiddos are here, so that's awesome. It looks like Giselle and Angelina are in their Little Mermaid PJ gowns.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
I'm so jealous. I want a
Yes.
Little Mermaid gown.
I
don't
love
think they
that.
make them in my size.
I just want to wear PJs. That's
Yeah.
I know. Maybe we should wear PJs next week.
Oh, we can do that.
That we could pretend like we're still at home in our PJs.
Yeah.
There we go.
James, who you got over there?
I've got the Nelsons are on, so Rebecca and Legend.
Hi, guys.
Awesome. Good morning.
And then I show that Eliana is on.
Hi,
And I
Eliana.
think that's it. Miss Barbie's on, too.
Well, we
Yes.
love Miss Barbie. Everybody loves Miss Barbie.
Jenny Mack is on, and Mara is on this morning. So
Hi,
thank you
Mara.
guys so much for being here.
Awesome. We have so many friends who join us on Sunday mornings, and I know there's a bunch more who come back later in the week and watch with us too.
Yeah.
So we just are so glad that you're still connecting with us. It's weird that we don't get to see you in person, but we are thankful for technology that we get to
Yes.
connect with you each week in this way. And for as long as we need to, we will still be doing this. We're going to be
Yes.
with you each week for as long as we need to, because we don't want to miss a chance to connect with our friends and to talk about Jesus with you each week. So, hey, we have a couple of announcements that we want to share with you today. We have one really big one.
Yes.
Is this the good one or the sad one?
It's a sad one.
I know it is a sad
Do you want to share the sad
one. Do I
one?
have to share the sad one? I'm really sad about it.
I am too. Actually, when I texted Miss Nikki earlier this week, she
I cried.
texted me back and she cried.
I did.
It's actually
Cry
kind of a
emoji.
sad one, and we understand the reasons.
Yes.
This whole thing with COVID-19 has just thrown a wrench into so many plans, and we know school plans and summer plans and all those kind of things. It has thrown a wrench in our summer camp plan, and we got the official word this week
Yes.
that WinShape has been canceled for the summer.
Sorry, guys.
I know.
Yeah.
I know that a lot of people got that email this week from the WinShape organization. If you'd already registered, you probably got that email from them. But man, we were so bummed. We were really hoping.
I know.
We were really hoping we were going to be able to do WinShape, but they made that tough decision. And I know they've been prayerful about it, and we have too. So we know this is the right decision to keep everybody safe and healthy. And we will be back next year with them. We have already committed to do WinShape again in 2021. And so we just are sad about this summer, but we are excited about what will happen next summer.
I think it's important to, like, knowing you shared, like, you text me and I text you back that it made me cry. It was one of the first things that made me cry, but I just think kids are having a hard time, and I keep trying to tell my kids, like, we're having a hard time too
Yeah.
with a lot of this day-to-day change and trying to navigate all of that. So I just want to say to you guys, especially the kiddos, be patient with your moms and dads because they're learning right there with you, and they're frustrated, and they're just kind of not knowing what's coming every day. So it's a learning curve for everybody, and everybody's emotions are kind of high in a lot of that, and so it's hard. But yeah, we are super bummed that WindShape. I had my WindShape cup last week because I was really getting pumped up about it.
We were sad. So we did the bad news first. Now we have a fun announcement. This is something that you guys can do today throughout the service.
Yes.
This is our last Sunday of April. Can you believe that?
I know, it's so
crazy. It
weird.
went fast.
It went, I can't believe it was, seriously, it was March 2 seconds ago.
It really was.
Wait a minute, it's not March anymore?
Oh, it's not, this is the last Sunday of April.
Oh, April. Ooh.
And so this is our last Sunday of the upside down theme we've been talking about in elementary. I know Miss Nikki's been talking about Bloom, which is why she has on her flower shirt today.
I told them I wore flowers today because it's the last weekend for Bloom.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for elementary kids, it is the last weekend of Upside Down. And so, Mr. James, you want to tell them about what we want them to do today?
Absolutely. Well, actually, will you do it? Because I think I forgot exactly what we were asking them. This happened earlier, and I was like, wait a minute.
So we get together and we plan our service earlier in the week. And I was telling James this morning, I'm like, do you remember about what we're doing? And he was like, what?
I was blanking. I was like, what?
I think he slept since then.
It's okay.
So what we want you to do,
I don't know, one of the two.
What we want you to do this week is we have that texter number, which is the number that you can text in photos and those kind of things. We want you to take a photo today or in the next couple of days of yourself, or have mom or dad take it, of you upside down. So you could stand on your head, or you can hang over the edge of the couch with your head upside down.
My kids swing with their head hanging upside down off their swing. Like they'll slide with their head first upside down. Like whatever.
I've
Any
seen,
of those pictures.
Yeah,
would be great.
I've seen some of those challenges with like people, the celebrities doing like standing on their hands and like putting a shirt on.
Yeah.
I would never be able to do that. But if you are talented and you think you can stand on your head, I feel like this is something that Aslan could do in like a snatch. Stand on her head and put on her shirt or something.
Yes.
But if you are talented and like that and you want to stand on your head, send us a picture of a headstand or doing a somersault or something upside down.
Yep.
And we will put those pictures up on Facebook sometime later this week, so you can check back later and see those pictures of you doing something upside down.
Yes.
I feel like the gymnasts
It'll
have
be
an
so
advantage on this one.
That's what I'm telling you. Aslan's going to nail this one because
I
she's
know.
got that in her, that gymnast in her.
Yeah.
So it is our last week of Upside Down. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But before we get to our elementary age, Miss Nikki's going to go over the Bloom and what's happening in early childhood.
I'm going to just, real quick before we do that, say hi to a few more friends. So we've got Bentley and Connor that joined us, and Lily and Hallie and Lamarcus got on this morning. We have Evelyn and Davis. Jacob and Colton are here. Eva Kate says hi. Adric is on. Nate and Brianna. I mean, you guys, Yoma's here. The Surgery Girls. You guys, it is so fun for us to go through this list. And I hate sometimes because I feel like we miss some people just because so many people jump on so fast. But man, we really love seeing you guys say hi to us every week because we miss you so much.
It's so encouraging. I saw Miss Alyssa just did a shout out to her first grade class.
I love that.
And I got to talk to some of the small group leaders this week, and they are just missing you so much. They miss the kiddos, and a lot of them are planning to move up grades with their kids.
Yes.
So that's so cool. You won't have to worry about coming back to a new teacher because you're going to have your awesome small group leaders that are going to move up with you to your new grades, which is so cool.
I love that.
All right, take it away, Miss Nikki.
Okay, so this is the last weekend of March. It's the last week. April. Gosh,
See, I wasn't the
thanks a
only
lot,
one.
James.
I wasn't the only one.
It's tricky when we're staying home and all the days run together.
And so this last week's story is one of my favorites, and it's all about remembering that Jesus is alive and we can follow Jesus no matter what. So we're going to watch the story, but before we watch the story, you guys know the rule. We get all of our sillies out, and we take 10 seconds to shake them out as best you can before we sing a song. So let's hit it, you guys.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, God loves us, and he gave his only son. He is awesome, Jesus. Nothing can stop him, he's too strong. Yeah, we're singing, Jesus is alive, he's alive, oh yeah. Everybody celebrate. Jesus is alive, he's alive, oh yeah. He can do anything, because he's bigger, because he's stronger, because he's greater than anything ever. Because he's bigger, because he's stronger, because he's greater than anything ever. God loves us, so he gave his only son. He is awesome, Jesus. Nothing can stop him, he's too strong. Now we're singing, Jesus is alive, he's alive, oh yeah. Everybody celebrate. Jesus is alive, he's alive, oh yeah. He can do anything, because he's bigger, because he's stronger, because he's greater than anything ever. Because he's bigger, because he's stronger, because he's greater than anything ever. So spin around and sing it, dance around and shout it. Jesus is alive, Jesus is alive. So spin around and sing it, dance around and shout it. Jesus is alive, Jesus is alive, Jesus is alive, he's alive, oh yeah. Everybody celebrate. Jesus is alive, he's alive, oh yeah. He can do anything, because he's bigger, because he's stronger, because he's greater than anything ever. Because he's bigger, because he's stronger, because he's greater than anything ever.
Just follow me through. Hoo, hoo.
Follow me through, follow me through, who? Always got a Bible story for me and you.
Oh, hey, friends. All month long, we've been celebrating Easter and how Jesus is alive. That reminds me of a story. Do you want to help me build it? Haha, great. Let's put it on the story fence. Hammers up, little builders. Ready? Uno, dos, tres. Hammer. Great job, little helpers. You can put your hammers down. Now we just need our story tools. And done. Okay, now today's true story from the Bible happens on a mountain. Jesus told his friends, the disciples, to meet him on the mountain. Well, here are the disciples, but where is Jesus? Do you see him? When you see him, yell, Jesus! Is he over here? What about over there? Do you see him? Oh, there he is. Yay, Jesus. So, Jesus went to his friends, the disciples, and he told them he had an important job for them to do. It's an important job that he wants us to do too. Do you want to know what it is? Say, I want to know, I want to know. Ready? I want to know, I want to know. Good. Jesus said our important job is to tell everyone, everywhere, that Jesus is alive and we can follow him. Whoa, do you think we can do it? Let's say that together. Jesus is alive and we can follow him. One more time. Jesus is alive and we can follow him. Let's practice. Oh, look, it's Grandpa. Let's tell him Jesus is alive and we can follow him. All together now. Ready? Jesus is alive and we can follow him. Great. It's our neighbor checking her mail. Let's tell her too. Ready? Jesus is alive and we can follow him. Let's do one more. Hey, look, it's our friends playing in the park. Let's tell them. Ready? Jesus is alive and we can follow him. We did it! Great job, everyone. That's what Jesus wants us to do, to tell everyone, everywhere, that he's alive and we can follow him. Hey there, Ollie. Tell me, who is alive?
Jesus is alive. Yes, it's true. Now let's hear it from you. Tell me, who is alive?
Jesus is alive. That's the truth, friends. You better believe it. Adios.
That is such a great story, you guys. I was watching that this week and reviewing it, and I just thought that's what it's all about. Jesus is alive, and I can follow him no matter what. And sharing that news with people, even in our current situation, is so easy by just a FaceTime phone call or sharing some cookies with the neighbor or toilet paper if you have extra, whatever it is. So let's review our memory verse one last time for April.
Yes.
And we can say this together. You guys help me out by standing up in your living rooms or wherever you are, and let's do our memory verse together.
I am alive forever and ever. Revelation 1:18. I am alive forever and ever. Revelation 1:18.
I am alive forever and ever. Revelation 1:18. I just think that is so great for us to remember and tuck those words in our hearts. One of the fun things that we have not done while we've been here is I and Miss Angie, whoever's teaching preschool and leading worship, we like to do our memory verse in fun voices. So you guys, that's your challenge this week, is to keep practicing your memory verse, and maybe you can do your superhero voice or your wonderful princess voice or a little tiny mouse, like a little squeaky mouse, or a roaring lion. However you want to say your memory verse, but just keep repeating it and practicing that at home. And I think it's time for some elementary stuff. What do you guys think about that?
I love it. That is so
Awesome.
good. That's the good stuff. I am excited to see what the theme's going to be for May.
I know.
I just love, we do a different theme each month in both early childhood and in elementary.
Yep.
And so this is our last week of April, but next week we'll have a brand new theme and we'll have some new kind of games and some new kind of videos and all kinds of fun stuff.
I will say, just dropping a little hint, that I may be bringing us a drink next month to share, and it is both sweet and tart.
Sweet. Oh, I know what it is.
I think I know what it is too.
All right.
I think I'm excited about that.
I am too. I love that particular drink.
We did have some people join us on our web page.
Yes.
I had some personal computer issues going on this morning, so it took us a little bit to get logged in, but we've got some friends that joined us on the current online. So we've got, it looks like Danny is here, and Vicky, Lucas and Valeria are here. The Ogle family is here. The Bauman twins, it says present and accounted for. I love that. Grace and Lauren, Joni, Emma, Grimillion, good morning. Addie's watching. You have a shout out.
Hey, my brother is watching. Hey, John.
Aw.
Grace and Amy are here. West, good morning. And Channing and Chloe. So good morning, you guys. Thanks for being on here.
Yeah, and so many of our friends are
I
with
know, I
us
love
today.
that.
We
Got
have some more on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yeah. So we have, I don't think I said that Ian is on.
Hi,
Actually,
Ian.
what really funny about Ian is that Ian said that his mom also loves brown sugar Pop-Tarts, Carla.
Is that
So
Miss
she-
Vanessa?
Nice.
She totally,
Yeah.
So she totally understands.
I'm with you, girl.
Totally understands. Everly is on. Good morning to Owen. He's on.
Nice.
Penelope, Sophia, and Elijah. Good morning, guys. Oh, Pastor Darren is on, watching us as well.
Probably Case and Kerrigan.
Yeah,
are watching.
good morning, you guys.
Ella Joe and Millie Paulus are on.
Very fun.
Let's see. Oh, Balin and Braun are on.
Awesome.
And I think that's it.
Lots of friends today, man. That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that. Well, I am kind of excited about our game today. Do you want to tell them about
Yeah,
it?
I do,
Mr. James, this was an idea that Mr. James had in his head, in his crazy creative brain. He came up with this. I'm kind of excited about it.
I know. And actually, it's going to be really fun because it's going to be a couple of things for kids, and then there's one, parents, for you. Okay? So
I totally guessed it too because I got to see it early.
you were
So
awesome.
you're gonna get it, parents. You'll get it.
So I figured since all of us are stuck at home and we have been seeing our living rooms every single day and getting kind of tired of that, maybe it'd be fun to play a game of famous living rooms.
Yes.
So this is a game that's going to be a lot of fun, and you get to guess some living rooms. So I'll let
Like
the
from
video-
TV?
Yes,
living
from
rooms?
TV. Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
So here we go.
All right.
Try to guess the famous room from popular TV homes. The only catch? The room is upside down. See if you can guess all four before the answer is revealed.
Well, how did you do?
So good. I did terrible.
Miss Carly got the last one.
I
for
got
sure.
the last one, and I got Fuller House.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
But that's
you got
because
Fuller House.
it was the same as Full House.
That's right.
which
Yes.
is-
Same house.
Yes.
Yes. That's what I actually Miss Emily when I was doing it. She's like, "That's the same house." Like, why can't you just say
Yeah.
it's Fuller or Fuller?
Yeah.
It is true. It is
And
true.
I kind of guessed SpongeBob because it was under the sea, so it was
Yeah.
kind of just a
Cartoon.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
That
I
was
hope you
cute.
had fun with that one. And you are now looking at a different living room instead of having to look at your own living room. So hopefully that was a blast.
Love it.
Yeah. So, are we ready to go in elementary?
Let's do it.
Oh, that's awesome. So, listen, all this month, and even our game kind of did it, we have been talking about upside down. And we've actually not been talking about us necessarily standing on our heads, although you may be doing that because you're taking pictures of
Yes.
yourself, so
Hopefully,
maybe
yes.
you are. But we've been talking about the way that Jesus wants us to live an upside down life and the way that we live towards other people, especially when it comes to humility. And we have said that humility is this. It's putting others first by giving up what you think you deserve. And so all this month, we have been looking at Jesus' own life and how he did that with how he served the disciples, how he died on the cross for us, and he rose again. And then last week, we looked at a passage in Philippians. It's an incredible passage that Paul wrote about Jesus as well. And how
Actually,
Jesus,
our memory verse.
It is our memory verse. It is our memory verse. And then this week, we're looking at another story that is going to be following right after Jesus' resurrection. And so we're kind of continuing into the big story that we've been walking through all this year, actually.
Yeah.
So, and this is going to be great because we're getting to it again. I love the so-and-so show, and we're watching the so-and-so show again. And
This one is so crazy.
It is. It really
so
is.
don't be weirded out by it. It does a little weird thing where
You might think it's going the wrong way.
it's not.
It's not. Just watch, okay? So here we go.
Stay tuned.
Hey, John, have you seen my... Oh my God, John! John, wait. Why are your pants on your head?
Why aren't your pants on your head? My name is John.
And I'm Brandon.
And we'll see you next time on the So-and-So Show.
That's right. Today we're... Wait, what? What? Why are the credits... What's going on? These credits usually come at the end of the show?
Feel like we really learned a lot today, buddy.
We have? No, we just started. Why are you...
Hey, what's your answer to the question of the day, Brandon?
No, we haven't even revealed the question.
The question of the day is, what have you discovered about God that surprised you?
Don't give it away. No, what about Kellen, the Bible story, and all that stuff?
Oh. Reveal the question!
What is happening, John? Everything is moving backwards. The show usually happens in the other direction.
I don't know that, Brandon. But I do know this. There's nothing better than a hot and fresh apple pie.
Okay, I don't know how or why, but for some reason the show is upside down right now. Everything is moving backwards. See, normally we'd start the show, maybe have a guest we talk to for a while, and then someone would say, it's Bible story time with Kellen.
Can one of you please explain what's happening?
Is everything moving backwards for you too?
Yes. Just look at the So-and-So Show players. You see what I mean?
Oh man, it's worse than I thought.
Yeah, do you have any advice?
No. But I do have an idea.
Do you think that'll work?
I don't know. Let's see.
It worked! Great!
What's our story today, Kellen?
Our story today was written down by a guy named Luke in a book we now call Luke. He wrote about two followers of Jesus who were walking on the road to a village called Emmaus.
I woke up this morning and for a moment I was happy. I'd forgotten about all the things that had happened. But then I remembered.
I can't believe he's gone.
I don't even know what to do now. My whole world is turned upside down.
As they were walking, a man they didn't recognize came up and walked alongside them.
What's up?
Hello.
What are you talking about as you walk along?
You know, just all the stuff that's been going on in Jerusalem with Jesus. Are you the only person visiting Jerusalem who doesn't know about the things that have happened these last few days?
What things?
About Jesus of Nazareth.
He was a prophet.
He was powerful in everything he said and did.
We really thought he would be the one to set our people free.
Yeah, but then our rulers had him arrested and sentenced to die.
They nailed him to a cross.
And now it's the third day since he died.
But then...
Then what?
we were told that our friends went to Jesus' tomb and it was empty.
Somebody must have stolen the body.
Mary and the others said that there were angels.
I know, but...
And the angels said that Jesus was still alive.
We really want to believe it's true, but how could it be?
They walked on, still very confused and sad. They had no idea that the man walking with them was actually Jesus himself.
How foolish both of you are.
Excuse me?
How long it takes you to believe what the prophets said? Didn't the Messiah have to suffer these things and then receive his glory?
I mean, I guess.
We're a little rusty on what the prophet said.
Then, Jesus explained everything that was said about himself in Scripture, rewinding all the way back to Moses and the prophets. It was like God had planned for this all along.
Wow, it makes so much sense now.
You sure know a lot about Jesus.
Yeah. Here we are. Oh, wait. Do you have to keep walking? I have so much more to ask.
It's getting dark. You could stay the night with us.
Join us for dinner at least.
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
super. I make great bread.
So the man they thought was a stranger, but really was Jesus, joined them for dinner. And when Jesus gave thanks and broke bread, they finally recognized him.
No way! It's Jesus.
But then Jesus disappeared from their sight.
Did you? Was he?
I did, and he was.
I knew there was something special about him.
The way he taught us about the prophets and Moses, we were so excited on the road,
we
weren't we?
have to go back to Jerusalem and tell everyone.
They'll never believe us.
We have to try.
When they got to Jerusalem, they told the 11 disciples what had been hard for them to believe, but what they knew to be true, what God had known would happen all along, that Jesus had come back from the dead. He was alive. The end. Hey, great job, so-and-so show players. Oh no, they're going backwards again.
I couldn't resist. Cool story, Kellen.
Isn't it though? Those two on the road thought they understood what was going on. Then God goes and does something completely impossible by bringing Jesus back from the dead. I always think it's surprising how God's plan works out.
I know, but God plans for things like thousands of years in advance. How could we ever understand?
We probably can't, but it helps to kind of rewind and see how God has made things work out in the past. That way, even if bad things happen or things we don't understand, we can trust that someone who is bigger and smarter than we are has got things under control.
I wonder if God's got one of these.
Probably not.
Yeah. His is probably way bigger.
Sure.
Whoa, it's Bible story time with Kellen.
Whoa, now I'll leave you to it. Bye.
Wow, that's someone who knows stuff was amazing. Makes me want to bake a pie.
I don't even know how to deal with you right now.
Thanks for having me. Bye.
That is awesome. Well, hey, that's all the time we have today, Felina. Thanks for coming on the show.
Well, I think think the best thing to remember is that even if your pie recipe doesn't turn out the way you expect, you can still have fun baking it.
That's yummy. Any advice for someone out there who might want to learn how to bake a pie?
I still don't know why this is happening.
Oh, you know, apple, cherry, pecan, strawberry rhubarb, all the classics.
But hey, I don't have to know everything, right?
I'll have to try that. Hey, what are your favorite pies?
Sometimes it's better to be surprised.
Oh, yes!
Oh, there's no right or wrong way to eat a pie, but I like to just pick up a nice warm pie and just smash it in my face.
I know we already did this, but...
You know, I've always wondered, what's the best way to eat a pie?
Reveal the question! What have you discovered about God that surprised you?
My name is Felina Tossi, and I make pies.
Oh, well, welcome to the show. Who are you and what do you know?
It could be something that you've read about God in the Bible, or it could be something that God has done in your own life.
Welcome. Good to see you.
Talk about it together. And we'll see you again, hopefully right side up this time, on the So-and-So Show.
And I'm John.
We know who you are, John.
Welcome to the So-and-So Show. And action.
Guys, here we go.
Oh, wow. Loud.
Rolling.
So what are you doing after the show?
Going to replace the batteries in this remote.
Ooh, that was good. Oh. Thank you. What do I have to do to get some coffee around here?
Hey, John, are you ready to start the show? Now I'm confused.
I love those guys.
I do too. They make me laugh every time.
I was watching it earlier this week, and at the very beginning, the part where John was laying on the table and he had his hands on his shoes, I was cackling, and Nikki was in the other room, and she was like, "What are you laughing at?" Oh man, those guys just are hilarious.
I honestly didn't know that he was like upside down.
I didn't
in
either.
stuff
I
until like
know.
a little bit into it. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I see what's going on.
Man, they always are, they're so silly and they do such crazy things, but they always, you know, Kellen always brings the good Bible story. And I love this story about how Jesus was meeting with his friends after he was resurrected. And man, this story of the road to Emmaus, it kind of cracks me up because here are these two guys, they're just walking, they're talking, they're probably talking about the things that have been going on and about how Jesus has died and about how things are never going to be the same. And then here comes Jesus walking along with them and they don't know it's him. And they are so funny. They're talking to him about it and they're like, "Don't you know what's been going on?"
Hello.
It would be like if somebody came over or you were talking to somebody on Zoom and they were like, "What's coronavirus?
Yeah,
I've never
exactly.
heard of that."
That's exactly right, yeah.
And you'd be like, "Are you living under a rock? What are you, that's how they felt." And then they started talking to Jesus. And then when they sat down and had a meal with him, they finally were able to realize that it was their teacher, it was their rabbi, it was Jesus. And man, I love that Jesus, when he came back, he was really flesh and blood. Yeah. It wasn't a ghost. It wasn't a spirit. He sat and he ate with them. He was a real person. It wasn't pretend. And he just reminded them about the things that are important, about serving others and putting others first. And that's what we've been learning about this whole month. We have this awesome memory verse. We actually spent the whole time talking about it last week. That was our Bible story, was about this verse in Philippians. So let's go ahead and take a look at it together. It's this verse in Philippians, and we're going to read it together. It's going to be on the screen. It says, "Don't do anything only to get ahead. Don't do it because you're proud. Instead, be humble. Value others more than yourselves." It's Philippians 2:3. And man, it's one of those things that might be easier said than done.
Oh, yeah.
Because our nature is to value ourselves first, to put ourselves first, to want to be first. But when we're truly following Jesus, we should be practicing humility, which means valuing others more than ourselves. And right now, that's a good time to start practicing that just within your own home. Think of ways that you can value your family members and put them ahead of yourself. And then as we are released from our homes and back into the world, you have already been practicing it, so you can practice it even more with your friends, with your extended family when we get back to school, with your classmates and with your teachers. But right now, practice it where you are. Think about humility and think about how Jesus taught us to put others first. Man, this has been such a good Sunday morning.
It has.
I know. I just love being with you guys. I love talking about Jesus with you. I love seeing your names pop up. Do we have any more friends we need to say hi to? Or do we catch everybody? We've been trying to catch you guys.
I know the
So hard.
Huddlestons are on this morning, it looks like, and I'm not sure if I hope I didn't miss anybody else. Oh, Miss Gillian's on with her
Miss
kiddos.
Annie.
Miss Annie, good morning. I think we got everybody. Just
we try so hard. There's so many
really
platforms.
We really do.
I have one, and I'm hoping I say it right. I wanna make
Okay.
sure I say it. I think it's Rasan and Naimi.
Oh, nice.
Naimi. I think that's how it's. I'm
Hi,
hoping if
guys.
I'm saying it wrong,
Glad you
please
guys
let
are
me
with
know.
us this morning. Well, we love being with you, and don't forget that at 11 o'clock, our adult service will be right here on the same places. You can find it on Facebook Live, on YouTube, on the currentchristian.home, and also don't forget, parents, that if you go to the currentathome.org website, there are so many resources for you.
That's right.
We have parent discussion guides that you can follow along with what we've learned today. There's some things for kids to do each day, like a little devotional thing that they can do each day that go along with what we've been learning. And we keep those updated, so you can go to currentathome.org and find those resources for us.
Or if you also want to go on YouTube, all of the videos that we saw today, including the game, should be actually on there right now. So if you wanted to share that with a friend, stump them, then you can share that as well.
Yeah, and if you haven't subscribed already to our Current Kids YouTube channel, it's a good time to do that too. So if you go on YouTube and you search for Current Kids Ministry, you can find the link for that. Subscribe to it. It has all the videos for So-and-So Show and all the ones for the story videos, which we haven't been showing on Sunday mornings. It has all of Miss Nikki's videos for her Bible story, the Ollie stories, and all of the memory verse motions. We have some of our worship songs on there, so you can sing along and worship and teach those to your mom and dad as well. It's a great place to find all these things that we've been talking about. Yep.
Yeah. So make sure too that you're checking back to Facebook this week to find those upside down pictures. That is probably going to be one of my highlights this week as I look through those pictures.
Yeah. If you haven't texted those already, you want to tell them the text number again?
So if you want to text those pictures in at any point this week, you can send them to 470-236-6833. And you can text that at any time during the week. This week we'll be looking for those pictures and posting them on Facebook. And then you guys can all get to see them throughout the week. I think that'll be really fun to share.
I think Mr. James is going to do an upside down
I was going to say, you might be surprised to find some pictures from any of us up there that are upside down. You never know.
You never know. We would love to see those, so send those in this week.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's been a great morning with you guys. Miss Nikki's going to pray us out, and then we'll be done for today.
Yep. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Be sure, parents, to be back on at 11 o'clock for our service. Let's pray. Father God, thank you so much for a beautiful Sunday morning. Thank you for the reminders of your love and that you are alive and that we can follow you no matter what. And I think that even for our preschoolers, thinking that that is such a simple idea, that it really just is so easy for all of us at any age to just remember that simple truth. God, help us to also live out this idea of Jesus turning the world upside down. Help us to turn the world upside down right where we are by being humble and serving others. We ask these things in your son's precious and holy name. Amen.
Amen.
Have a good week, you guys.
Bye, guys.